Well, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope I won't be too loud to wake up my parents, but we'll see. Anyway, oh, I didn't swap this to... Okay, that works. Nice. Okay, but first things first. Actually, you know, I can wait. I can't wait to get the Orphie and then I'll do the battery discharge. Where is the quest right now? Yep. Let's go. Check this. Goddamn. Orphie design is so freaking cool, but they kinda messed up the character. They should have made her more like Magus than being a scared girl.
I've arranged for the cable car. I'll operate it myself and get you across.
Can you handle the car?
Can you actually operate the cable car?
I'm not the kind who just sits back and barks orders like a washed-up kingpin. You should be grateful I have these skills. This is way too important to leave to someone else. But let's get one thing straight. If you fail, I'll cut ties with you faster than you can blink. I'll act as if I were forced to start the cable car. As for whether I can convince them, well, that'll be in the hands of fate.
Yep.
So you had a backup plan all along.
Just a survival strategy I've picked up as I climbed the ladder. All right. Have we established the rescue team?
It's settled. The first group will be Belle, Alice, and Obel Squad. Once Yishuan Sifu gets here, I'll act as her proxy and escort her into the Hollow as backup. She's on her way to Phylum Heights now.
Adding Yishuan Shifu to the mix should certainly improve our chances.
If we are the ones to bring Ferox out of the Hollow, it'll certainly raise some eyebrows. So, I'll leave the cleanup to all you Yunquei Summit Masters.
It's reassuring to see how perceptive you are, Miss
I
Isolde.
forgot who Ferox was.
Sorry I can't come with. I'll leave Yuzuha to you.
Don't worry, Minato. We'll make sure to bring Yuzuha back safe and sound. If everyone's prepared, let's not waste time and get moving.
Let's go.
Target area reached. Operation start.
The miasma here is
Ugh, my asthma here is thick.
It's thick.
That's odd. How has the miasma here thickened so much in the short time we've been away?
I can see it. The ground and walls have all suffered major damage under the miasma.
Wait, Does that mean the miasmic fiend has been here?
You mean the monster you ran into earlier? Yes. Those marks seem to have been made by something of a similar size.
All right, everyone. Stay alert. Don't worry, we got it. Let's go.
Thanks, everyone. We are counting on you. Watch out, monsters!
Leave it to us, Proxy.
Nearby biothermal signal detected.
Is it Ferox's men?
No. I suspect it's the survivor from outside the door that was on the ground.
Ready.
Just as you said, someone's on the ground.
The others seem to have fled to the warehouse.
Okay.
Let's go take a look.
Just leave the monsters. Let's hurry.
Oh, she's running very fast. Was it that violent? No, I don't remember.
There are so many bodies in here.
Seems there is a tough fight.
The warehouse is right over there.
Don't come any closer!
Someone's there!
Take out the monsters and protect the survivors.
Thank heavens! Someone's here! Help! Help me!
Stay in the corner. Don't move.
A flurry of thrusts.
Nice.
Finally! We're saved!
What happened here?
Ah! Oh, am I really so scared of that monster that I'm hearing a gun talk?
Your hearing and mind are fine. So can you please calm down for a moment and tell us what happened here? Please, be honest. What you say could really help save lives.
Oh, okay. Got it. Just now. We were checking the explosives nearby when that miasmic fiend suddenly came out of the lab building. Everyone jumped into action. But that thing can't be killed with bullets. Even if you manage to knock it down, it just absorbs energy from the miasma and gets right back up.
Just like I thought.
Just like I thought.
There was a researcher with Ferox who said the monster's core is special, wrapped in something that gives it those power, but every time we tried to hit the core, it dodged us. And then I got hit and passed out.
Where did Ferox go? Did you see a red-haired girl?
I was out cold, so I don't know where everyone went after that. But yeah, I did see that girl. She was with Ferox the whole time. She's supposed to be a prisoner. But for some reason, Ferox has been treating her like a princess. He said he wouldn't let her get hurt.
Great. At least Yuzuha is safe for now.
Great. At least Yuzuha is safe for now.
There are traces of a fight all along this path. If we follow them, we should be able to find Ferox and the others.
Wait! There's a serious problem right now. Because of the fiend, the miasma around here has gotten thicker, and more monsters keep showing up. Plus the lab's power is down. The monsters that the Exaltus created are gonna break out any second! The thing is, we've already rigged this place to blow. And if those monsters accidentally trigger the detonator, we're as good as dead!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Anyways.
That damn miasmic fiend has completely screwed our plan!
monsters, we must handle both the rescue and the explosives simultaneously. Do we have enough people for that?
There's no need to worry. Let's just split into 2 teams and get moving.
That
voice! It's Shifu!
Sorry for the wait, Belle. I've met up with Wise and I'm on my way to you now. I'll be there in no time. Defense Force friends, since the explosives could cause immense danger, splitting into 2 teams appears to be the optimal route. The Defense Force can focus on securing the lab while I deal with Ferox's crew and the miasmic fiend. How does that sound?
It's rare, but this time I actually agree with the Yunque Summit High Preceptor. Alright then, Seed and Soldier 11, you're with me on the explosives. Trigger, go with the proxy and keep looking for Ferox.
Yes, Captain.
Mister, do you know where all the explosives are?
Yeah, I do.
Can you show us, please? Proxy, don't worry. We promise we'll keep this place safe.
Alright, let's keep pushing
Trigger,
forward.
Alice, let's keep moving.
I'm still sad they didn't equip Yishuan to become the main villain at the end.
It's so awful! These people... They're all...
Monsters here are strong. Stay alert.
Biosignal detected. A small organism is in the corner of the closet.
Small organism? Could it be Kama? Prepped and ready. Investigating. Flanker strikes to score.
The target's exposed. Time to put him down.
It really is Kama! He's heading into that building!
Follow him. Yuzuha must be in there.
Belle, Shifu and I are on the way.
It's Yuzuha's voice!
I'm not too late, am I?
You're just in time.
Now then, let's put an end to this.
Will she realize it's her sister?
Yuzuha, you good? How are you holding up? Don't worry! I'm good.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
Shifu, help this monster.
Wise filled me in on the way over. Its core is unique, allowing it to soak up energy from the miasma to heal itself. Truly horrific. But hey, don't forget, we at Yunque Summit specialize in dealing with such evils. Also, this monster seems to be connected to my past. The one who tied the knot must be the one to untie it, right?
Obliterate form and spirit. Shifu, it's about to absorb energy from the miasma again.
Okay, I'll deal.
Nice one! The car is exposed!
Time to end this.
Its self-healing power is gone. In a way, it's also freed from its pain.
Did Isha and Shifu say something when she hit the monster?
It's just a few incantations. Come on, let's put it out of its misery.
It's the power of determination! Now's my chance! Your luck's run out! Go, come! For the time field name, I will never lose!
Swift yet still, clear yet murky.
Oh my god.
Slowing down. Keep it up, everyone. It's yours. At the crease.
Well, I'm not sure what this one was there. I was gonna say there. Everything's out of its control.
Over here!
Mr. Ferox, I suggest you give up on running.
Please don't shoot!
Here. This is yours! It's mine! It was your- Take it! We're going to live on together! You don't get to brush this off like it's nothing! Alice, I won't let you say things like... Hey. We'll live on, together. You have my word. I promise. There. No more crying.
Honestly, I could have probably done it back then. I didn't know it was gonna take 10 minutes to be complete.
Alright, disciples. I'm heading out. Keep an eye on the temple for me, okay?
I feel like they should have done a little bit more of a emotional scene with Yuzuha and her sister. But it is what it is.
We will, Shifu. Are you heading to another meeting today?
That's right. We caught Ferox, but figuring out what to do with him has everyone on edge. I'm grateful they respect Yunquei Summit's input, but honestly, it's exhausting worrying about being used as pawns in such a tangled mess of a situation. I'd rather be cleaning up the lab in the Hollow.
What's it like in the Hollow now?
That area's already secured, and the evidence that the Exaltists and Porcelumics didn't manage to destroy is being moved out of the Hollow bit by bit. Lucre managed to get Porcelumics to investigate first on the grounds of business secrets, and Damien is in charge.
Looks like Damien's efforts are paying off.
Lucro's putting him in charge? Looks like Damien's efforts are paying off.
And about that miasmic fiend's origins. It looks like they used some of my past memories I left in the miasma to create it. I'd suspected as much, but seeing its face with my own eyes, it still sent a shiver through me. Don't worry, what's in the past no longer binds me. And besides, we freed that creature from the weight of human memories. That, in its own way, is also a kind of mercy. From what Ferox and the others said, we can be certain that the monster was made by the Exaltist Overseer.
So that Overseer really is alive. What do they want?
I'm not sure. It feels like the Exaltists made the monster just to draw attention to their link with Ferox. Alright, let's not dwell on this for now. Is your friend from the inspection team leaving today? You're planning to see her off, right?
Yeah. Belle and I are going to meet up with them soon.
With Ferox's downfall, all those tops higher-ups who came to Wi-Fi just on a brief formality can't leave yet. And the inspection team can actually wrap things up. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave now.
See you, Shifu. It's almost time, Belle. Let's go find Alice and the others.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Belle, Wise, you two made it!
Of
Morning.
course we did.
Minato, how's your injury?
It's much better, thanks. Whoa! Yuzuha, why'd you hit me?
Look! Just a little tap and he's making those pained noises. Bruised shoulder and back muscles. Messed up spine. 3 broken ribs. There's no way that's healing so quickly.
At least I've stopped all my part-time jobs for now.
Yuzuha and Minato always make me laugh with their stand-up routines. Stand-up comedy? I get it. So last night's ghost stories didn't quite do it for you, huh, my lady? I'll make sure to send you some fresh Spook Shack posts late at night from now on. Huh? Oh no!
Spook Shack what?
Spook Shack?
Yeah! Spook Shack is an internet forum where people share and solve all kinds of strange mysteries. Yuzuha and Minato are members. They invited me to join, and now I'm in too. Not really strange mysteries. They're more like all kinds of supernatural tales and unsolved cases. Super interesting stuff. If you want, you can totally join us.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks. We'll think about it.
There's my weakness right there.
They got your weakness, Wise. Right, Alice. About transferring the anti-corruption medicine patent. Are you sure that's okay?
Well, yesterday, as Grandpa's gotten a lot better, we talked. He said he completely supports my decision. He told me that he kept the patent mainly because maintaining some family assets cost money. And, more importantly, he felt I wasn't ready to manage everything yet. But now he says he's not worried about me anymore. So it's time to let some things go. Without the income from the patent, I think he'll ask me to help with donating or selling some family assets that need a lot of funding to maintain. Like libraries and museums. But is it really okay with, you know, Damien? If he finds out you tricked him with your phrasing, he won't freak out and try to get back at your family, will he? Without the anti-corruption medicine patent, the Timefield family no longer has anything left for him to use against us. I believe he'll understand that what we're doing shows our family's determination not to be pushed around by poor Salumex. Also, I don't think Mr. Damien is as cold-hearted as he seems. Besides, as a businessman, I'm sure he understands the value of knowing when to walk away.
Timefield opens anti-corruption medicine patent to the public. So she kept her promise and transferred the patent to poor Salumex. But at the same time, she gave it to everyone.
Smart move, don't you think?
We got played by a little brat. Looks like I really underestimated her.
Pardon the interruption, Mr. Damien. The files on the violations involving Ferox and the Exaltists have all been compiled. We also found a deployment list for Obscura. Please, have a look.
What's this all about? Over the past 6 months, the Exaltist Labs deployed more than 300 Obscura units in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Yet, not a single one has been retrieved. What on earth are they trying to do?
Reporting in! The map with detailed locations of the Obscura units is complete. Please, take a look.
Thank you. It looks like our battle is about to begin.
Heck yeah, I mean, I have no idea what I mean, but sure. Okay, we got that, we got that, we got that, yep, yep, oh yep, yep. Nice. Now go gentle into the good night. Well, that seems interesting. Okay, let's go talk to Fufu. And start our 2.2 quest lines. Did I go against like sidetracking Vice when they could be linking them both together and complete the story far better? I mean, now that Vice is going through use, they do both have like a part in the story, unlike before, but I feel like they should have let Vice perform similar to Belle and let us interchange between them, making them both main characters other than just the character we chose to be the main character. It would give much more room to play. Either a main quest or something else. This does not seem like a main quest. It is a main quest. This guy kinda looks like Joker. They should run Wise up to speed, that's for sure. Especially because they have some very unique power that we are not fully aware of. Just like them.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Waifei Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
compared to the air quality issue.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality issue? Do you have any plans to handle it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the dangers still posed by the exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon. But the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's because of the exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices, which has caused miasma to spread rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the exaltists' plan to seize control of Waifei Peninsula, to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the exaltists' influence in the region.
But
the exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Waifei Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Waifei Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Waifei Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Waifei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Waifei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the exaltist threat.
The defense force wasn't involved with the issues in Waifei Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Waifei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together.
Playable.
With Ferox's downfall,
He seems
Lucro
like
secured
a
Lorenz's
real
support by
strong
offering him a
guy.
share of Waifei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power struggle between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Waifei Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunkui Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon,
it's time for the protagonist to take the stage.
Yes, Phaethon. A legend among proxies. An outlaw of the underground. The last disciple of a secret research institute. Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand. The one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
to be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Forces unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll will be introduced as special holotech advisors and the Mayor's special envoy for military operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again,
let's keep it brief. We'll be talking for like a half an hour in game time. Okay, let's go meet the Obel Squad. Or are we first saying bye to Shifu? Okay.
City center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point.
Oh man, Magus was a human? Was she in some accident or something?
Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup. Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes.
Get back! I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back!
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphie.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty, and stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep-talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep-talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
They're trying to be funny here, but it's
I
not
actually
fitting.
overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphie.
Yes, Captain Magus.
I don't know, I personally feel they could have done the Orphie better than they did. I can't pull from this menu? Are you serious? I can't pull from this menu, okay, that's good. There is a very nice looking background. Anyway, let's start. Come on, let's see her come early. That is not good. I guess we got back to fools. Come on. Oh, there is an S. There is an S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
An honored guest just arrived. Allow me, Lady Lucy, to entertain you.
6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, do we win or do we lose?
If I
We
mess
fucking
up on the
win.
battlefield, please blame Captain Magus for failing to instruct me.
We fucking win. Her design is real nice, but I wish she was more of a strong character rather than being like vulnerable one. Oh, that's a nice one. Not only did she come early, she came with a 50-51 there. Okay, well, let's go for the weapon now. It's gonna be S. No. 3 A's, that's good. Okay. Wait, that's an S. That should be her weapon, right? Like, people been saying that this like PT on the weapon is 75-25, but I don't remember ever losing yeah, every time I get a weapon, so I'm pretty sure it's actually 100% weapon. I can skip the rest. Nice. 60 wishes and I got both the weapon and the Orphie. Like, that's crazy. I'm actually thinking about getting her now. Because I basically have a lot of wishes like left over. Damn. I mean, that's 73. Damn. I got saved up. Okay, we can't upgrade her yet. She looks very nice.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah. Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Okay.
The Exaltists have long plagued Waifei Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
My friend tried
reporting in.
for
We
you.
are at the target hollow.
Blitz Squad in position.
Agent Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Copy, Captain Magus. Agent reporting in. We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Oh, she was
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important. They've got Obel Squad handling the pickup.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
I mean, we met each other.
Exactly.
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the Hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them.
At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
Okay.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Holo Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Those are some long titles.
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
So this is the amazing Miss Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Miss Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
A hero
working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments. But don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy.
Oh,
I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Oh, don't worry, I won't. Oh, seems like we had Exaltis.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Agent Squad, report your status! Agent Squad, come in!
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming!
This squad is pinned down! Agent Squad, do you copy?
Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest!
Agent Squad!
Speed and the others should be okay, right?
The fastest way to get comms back is to disable the nearby jamming devices.
Roger that.
Feels like the miasma around us is getting thicker. Long time.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
Yeah,
Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Rip Squad, do you copy? The seat senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy.
The area's all clear now. All those annoying pests.
Come in, Blitz Squad. Do you copy?
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around in the air.
The enemy control room is just ahead. It's packed with communications gear.
Aegis Squad, come in.
Aegis reporting in. We read you loud and clear, Captain.
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment.
Ethereals keep emerging from the miasma.
Calibrate.
Aegis Squad, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room? Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system.
Press the advantage.
Oh my god, falling off. So much HP from that one.
Remote support. In position.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great! That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Next, we eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point.
For fire!
Time for us to show them what we've got, Orphie.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What's a coffin?
It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
Laid to rest? Oh, you mean like Sid Senior?
I wouldn't say that, but sure. I think this was unnecessary, but
The unknown device. Now analyzing.
it was necessary.
Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
No. Well, I shushed them out like that, seems like. Oh my god. Let's say that.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. Not gonna lie, they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumex? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Not everyone in the company is bad. Hopefully.
Even if they're not all bad, plenty still played a part in this.
That might be true. But most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
Well, a little bit.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all her hard work, too. You were also amazing in battle. I was just doing...
Huh? Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
When did we meet?
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex investigation.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Who's Seed Senior?
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
Not much better.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, always seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seed's and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time, I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates that the Defense Force doesn't know about, but no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's skills are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
Oh, they won't be able to
got this.
What are these things?
Those devices. Those are all sacrifices?
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear. Oboe Squad. All enemies eliminated.
Do we really need to attest those as sacrifices? Like, they were not really sacrifice quality.
The rambling old man is a Little Seed's trophy!
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Is she choking him?
Hey, Seed Senior! You've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator. That often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting New Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Calm down.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes, too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon, specifically the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs our immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Waifei Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that the sacrifices and Obscura are directly connected. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or do they?
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point, but there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
Watch out for last-ditch counterattack. They won't go down.
Fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
Okay, why did they make Sarah so NPC? I feel like she should definitely be like built like a character. Even if she doesn't become playable in the end, I feel like she should have been built like a character.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obel Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless plan.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on internet.
Huh? Orphie, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Can you see Jane?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltist scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltist base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'm waiting for her here and just like don't have something to stare at while I walk around. I personally I'm not that much of a fan of Jane. She's fine, but doesn't fit for me. My favorite character is Ambi. I got both the standard and the 5-star version of her, and hopefully she's gonna be rerunning in the next version so I can get like Constellation, the Mindscape Cinema to get her a little bit more powered up. But we'll see. Almost skipped. I'll have to use some thought.
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
Yeah, but if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
We kinda do that already, but because we're part of the what's it called? I don't remember the name of the Hollow Zero exploration team, maybe something like that.
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
Sure. But like, it seems really
the Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Please don't tell me that's him. Okay, thank God.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
How are we?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
I feel like it's overly stupid that every single person knows that you're a proxy, considering being a proxy is a criminal offense, and there are high government staff. So I just feel like that shouldn't be mentioned, any of them. Like that should be like top secret. That should be kept like on the down low.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Bell to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunquei Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
I definitely feel like he could be having ties to Exaltists. Okay. Let's go into a
Standing. What is look?
If you, it's
Did you?
Oh, go frog.
Yes.
At your command.
Yes. Is there like water? Yes. I might be enough for all of it. Okay, nice. Them. 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 Okay, 10. Let's pour everything to 9 for now. Okay. Okay, now let's see. So the skill and movement. I don't think the lower standard one. Okay. Not like 80. And then these ones. 58. Nice. Okay, so this one also. Once. Okay, that's good for now. Now equipment is gonna be tricky. Equip. Enhance. Okay, let's do that. Honestly, I never got this good of pulls in ZZ before. 30 pulls, 50, 15, 30 pulls, and we got a weapon. Pretty satisfied with this one. Now, this is where it comes in tricky. This is where it comes in tricky. Okay. Let's see what's the main stats I've got. Breathing, cheat rate, and energy regeneration as well. That's a lot of stats that need to be covered. There is a lot of stats that need to be covered. I feel like now I saw that this should be at like 4, but the Clippers attribute. Attribute is the element, right? she's fire. There's no fire characters that she can work with in the defense squad, so I feel like but she's not a support, she's an attacker, but this feels like it would have been a better set for her. Hitting an enemy with an aftershock or dash. Damage the auto lines with the equippers. I mean, the attacks she's gonna be dealing with are surely aftershock. So I guess we can try the 4 of these, because this is not for her, this is not for her, this is not for her. I feel like the limiting of this as a support character only is a mistake. This should have, they should have changed this. This is a terrible set to be like this. I mean, I think it was meant maybe for the next units, or it can be even put on the singer one, Astrea, and it can work well, but it would really work good with Orphie if there wasn't a support. I actually have more of these. There wasn't a support restriction. This set would work so good on Orphie. Okay, I'm gonna put this on because it's actually kind of best at the moment. We can try and see what this comes out as. Yeah, it's not gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it, no. That might cut it actually. Let's see how it's gonna. That is not gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it. I should filter in this one as well. That actually might take the cake. Actually might take the cake, yeah. You know what? Let's replace that and let's do no. Filter, let's turn this one off. Okay. Let's put that on for now. Okay, let's go for a new one. That's terrible. All of these are terrible. Let's see how this one is gonna do. Yeah. Might put this one on. Not what I wanted to do, but sure. Actually looks better than this one. Almost. Oh, just leave it at that for now though. Oh, let's put that as the last one as fire damage, but it's terrible. The fire damage ones are all absolutely terrible. Okay, here we go for attack, I feel like. Can go for energy region as well. If there was any good ones though. I'm gonna start breaking these discs. You know what? Let's try this one. See how it goes. That is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. That might be the best one I've seen. Still the other one a little bit more. Oh my god, the crit rate, crit damage ratio is so terrible. What does this thing give? Increases crit rate between when the crit triggers an aftershock that deals fire damage and attacks you on 50%. For 8 seconds can stack once every 3 seconds after 2 stacks. Okay, so I don't need that much crit rate on her anyways. I should pour my resources in crit damage because that's gonna rise to almost 60% crit rate from that. And this thing is gonna give you more crit rate. 4% effectiveness cap, that's 12 more percent of the crit rate, yeah. Should definitely go for crit damage here. Crit damage. Hopefully we have some good rolls here. Those are absolutely terrible rolls. Now that's the winner of the rolls for now. No, that's terrible. This could be good, but it's probably gonna be terrible. It is terrible. Damn. Okay, I need to go make... Actually, I should probably just go and... I'm not gonna level it because it's nothing much of a thing, but I should probably go farm these a little bit.
Ogle Squad!
At your command!
Seriously? So I'm unable to go into a map, eh? Okay. I guess we're going for the sword.
Captain! Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed!
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
Huh. With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious Phaethon locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollow. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
Oh, that sounds nice. That sounded like they were putting cuffs on me.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the Squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Huh?
Seems the left is so sinister.
Huh.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
You really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, first assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my ion plants in the Hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell, just like always.
As
And
always.
leave clearing out the Hollow to me and Noble Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
Oh my god. Also, we're gonna be fixing elevator guy. Oh.
All units, be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma!
Why are they wearing Defense Force uniform?
They're coming closer. We're under attack!
Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock.
Oh,
is it the Exaltis troops in disguise?
no. They emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive.
What the Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight?
Ethereal or monster, just take them down. They're reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. We need backup.
We're gonna be the backup.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Create.
Okay.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphie, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Oboe Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus!
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please, don't betray the trust the people have placed in the defense...
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Oboe never fails a mission.
Well, let's see.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert. Like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltists' main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in...
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Oboe Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me, when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Okay, we got
the Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Careful of undetected strike!
Adjusting for wind.
You've exposed your weakness.
Second target blocked. Divine punishment.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel's squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So,
these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the op.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphie. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist base been completely cleared?
Several preachers took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly.
Yeah.
Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Stand by for a long time.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. We'll try to do whatever calls this an ambush. We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Oh? Elite targets have appeared.
That's the kind of fight Obel squad's been waiting for. Take her back, Orphie!
Am I keeping up, Captain?
Captain, the barrel's looking hot.
Target locked.
Not over yet.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
What?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
This must be Lucro.
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumic Safety Inspection Reception Banquet?
A reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Ah, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we?
Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
You're the
I'm
kind.
just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So,
something's
what brings you
fishy
here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's order?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphie. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumex's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the Defense Force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness. Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphie is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphie. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Mag.
I feel like they probably ran away by now. Maverick. Okay. Oh, so we actually went back. Of course. Oh, that's so clever.
Huh? Ah.
No, we can't run. We need to take out the Orphie. If you don't, it'll be just the same as if we didn't do anything.
Everyone! The Exaltists, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still on the loose. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquay Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
Yeah, don't worry.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
What? From Tops to see me? Really? Could it be? Oh? Damien?
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelum, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquay Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Wi-Fi Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquay Summit for assistance either. But If it's just to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Who?
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's all right. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulation. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who never crosses the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus, and that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss Bell.
We can still do anything. There's a problem.
Soldier Orphie!
You two again? And now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
You've got it all wrong, Orphie. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphie more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine.
What could be a prohibited item?
Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh, then why doesn't Orphie protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphie has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphie doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphie.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
What responsibility?
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust that you know the captain, Orphie. Otherwise, why would you trust her so much? Come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
Like I said, just like you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphie, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here, but no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military codename was Maggot. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphie, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proc. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphie, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphie. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place.
No.
I believe in you, Proxy.
I hope I'll be able to leave soon enough.
Barry, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Oh, Belle, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Ishu and Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Bell needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Ishu and Shifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue her immediately. P.S. Keep a low profile and avoid any clashes with...
Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit?
This concerns the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. A little exaggeration won't hurt, right?
Sure.
All we can do now is pray that Yunkui Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now. I think I just had a dream. Am I dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple, Fufu told me poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent, and that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Bell's brother!
By the way, I'm here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation. Don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Bell just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Everyone's so serious, and Yishuan is just sarcastic.
Did Ishu and Shifu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Bell! What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Bell get some proper rest first.
Okay, now, how am I not able to do anything now?
Hand over the proxy!
Oh no.
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the defense force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
Oh, someone's angry.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus. And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Give me a beating?
Seed Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, you probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula as support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor
She's
Isha,
quite literally
this
gorgeous.
unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. But the person behind you, Phaethon, is currently under our protection.
Under your protection? You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets, only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy, if you went so far as to defy military orders to contact Yunquei Summit, I trust you must have had a good reason. You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the Hollow?
Very much so.
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Yunquei Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Belle, I just received an alert from Fairy.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record-high levels. Warning. At the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,026 hours.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just go boom.
The Exaltists in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltists control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltists' operation.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
And then
Exactly.
lies our
But if we can
solution.
take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat, right?
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood everything this time. Amazing.
Then let's move out. Obel Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Captain
that's
Magus,
one way
your
to say it.
enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquei Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Obel's squad would draw too much attention. I'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Obel squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
No. Okay, now I'm not prohibited from doing anything, okay? Now, let's do... Okay, this is gonna be end of today's stream. Tomorrow, well, basically today for me still, I'll be doing Genshin stream. I'll probably be doing the event instead of the main quest, but we'll see. Fight for time, I'll do a main quest as well. And on Sunday I'll run the Vova. This I will hopefully be able to continue next weekend. So see you then, see you tomorrow.